This is Line Break. I'm T.D. Walker. In this episode, I'll read a few poems by Ameen Rihani, born 1876 in Lebanon. In 1888, Rihani moved to New York, where he later learned English and became an American citizen. He moved between the U.S. and Lebanon, and between languages, publishing work in both English and Arabic. Let's begin with reflections from his 1921 book, A Chant of Mystics. Reflections by Ameen Rihani. I walked along the countryside at eventide, and everywhere the road was fair, with moons of water here and there, into whose heart the grasses spied. And suddenly upon them shone the light of the city's eye, reflected from a bulb on high, which made them and their shadow one, nay, made each moon a mirror seem to serve the dream of tender blades in bending grace a-swoon. I walked into the night, and every abode beyond the dark, deserted road was a prattle of light. And I thought of the eye unseen, which sheds its charitable sheen not on our goal, but on the byways of the soul. As spring moves into summer, let's look at a poem that speaks to the movement of the seasons, also from his 1921 book, A Chant of Mystics. Resurrection by Ameen Rihani. The ghost of winter stalks amidst the boughs of spring and drags along his icy shroud. The cornflowers and the wheat, with broken boughs, are now beneath the storm, untimely bowed. O winter, thou wert buried on the hills. Thine epitaph was written with melted snow. Thy skeleton is in the barren rills, where once thy silvery lifeblood used to flow. Why visits the glimpses of the sun so soon? What message bring'st thou from the dead? Why rudely interrupt the children's fun, and havoc among the guests of summer spread? Behold the branches shiver, the blossoms fall, the lilac in the leaves a shelter seeks. Thy savage winds the queen of May appall, they pale with summer's dust her rosy cheeks. Withhold the solemn music of thy gale, until the golden notes of spring are spun. The opera in the trees is but begun. Oh, drown it not with thy benighted wail. For thee May's winged Madonnas will not sing, nor in thy presence will they now appear. Begone, that their sweet voices may we hear. Begone, the world today belongs to spring. It might be spring for a little bit longer when you're listening to this. And now let's end with Ever to Be, which is from Rihani's 1905 book, Myrtle and Myrrh. Ever to Be by Ameen Rihani. My far cry, though no one should echo, though no one to listen should stand, I shall dare with my burden the darkness, and I shall not retreat from this land, though I'm hurled 'neath the feet of the millions, who struggle their places to keep. The sea nymphs still bathe with my fancy, and the dryads still sweeten my sleep. Though I'm crushed, cast away and forgotten, though I'm buried in the dust of their cars, I can see through their madness above me. I can feel the quick pulse of the stars. Though my head be the footstool of tyrants, though my back be a step to their throne, I still dwell with the kings of Orion, and I walk with the Sun Queen alone. Though the fire of my youth should consume me, though my body a brimstone should be, I can draw on the clouds for their water, and behold, I've a water of sea. And though roofless and friendless and hopeless and loveless and godless I stand, the waves of my life shall continue to murmur and laugh on the strand. This has been Line Break. All poems read in this episode are in the public domain. To find links to more about Ameen Rihani, as well as to the poems read on this episode, visit my website, tdwalker.net/linebreak. Reception reports are welcome. Send an email to info@tdwalker.net.